Welcome back, everybody. Tomorrow, one of my favorite days on the calendar. It's National Signing Day. It's moved up 2 weeks. Used to be the third week in December. Now it's that first Wednesday in December, and it's going to be a busy one across the upper Midwest with the teams in our backyard that are signing guys. UND signing a bunch, South Dakota State, South Dakota, North Dakota State will have over 30 guys officially sign their letters of intent tomorrow. One is joining us here to get us a head start on signing day. His team just won a state championship a couple weeks ago at U.S. Bank Stadium. Second title in 3 years for Maple Grove's Dylan Vokal, who joins us on this Tuesday morning. We met Dylan in May when he announced his commitment, and now here we are 7 months later, and it's about to become official. Does it feel like you're ready to be done with this?
I mean, I've been excited for the whole time, so it is nice to make it official, and it's nice coming off a great high school season and stuff, and NDSU's rolling pretty well, so yeah, it's exciting.
So I'm interested once you announce. For people who may not know this, that the phone calls maybe don't stop. Did that happen in your case? Were other teams still calling even despite the fact you announced your commitment?
I mean, a couple, but I kind of made it pretty clear that I was certain on my decision, and I'm super happy about my decision. I have been the whole time, so it hasn't been too big of an issue.
So to have this now tomorrow, tell me the emotions about that. You're going to sign early tomorrow morning. Excited, nervous, a little bit of both. What's for tomorrow?
I would say definitely excited. I mean, I've seen players in the past, watching signing day. It's super fun. My parents will be there, so it's going to be great to sign with some of my teammates too, who are signing. One also going to North Dakota State, Jacob, and a couple more going to rivalry schools and stuff. But it's definitely going to be a fun thing, and I've been looking forward to it for a while. So yeah.
When we chatted in May, I asked you about the potential your team had. So we're going to win this whole thing. It's one thing to say it, man. You guys went and did it. Tell me about this Maple Grove team. Why was this team so special in 2024?
Yeah, I mean, our intent since we walked into high school was to win a state chip, like kind of as a class. So last time we won, not many of us played, only a handful of us, and kind of felt like we were just kind of succeeding off the coattails of our superior. So just to be able to experience practice and how they practice, experience their habits outside of school, watching film and stuff and getting ready for games, I think it poured into us, and we carried that on, and we've been working in the weight room in the winters, and we just have a really good bond as a group. So that helped us a lot this year.
To have the kind of performance you and Jake both had in the state championship game, he had a scoop and score. You had a pick along with 60 some odd receiving yards. I mean, is that you dream of having that kind of game in a state championship to wrap up your high school career?
Absolutely. I mean, when you're playing backyard football, that's kind of the situation. You're always like, oh, final play of the game, it's super close game, state championship, everything's on the line. So you always dream about that, and it's super fun to have a good game. But I mean, really, it's just you want the outcome. So and it was fun. Jacob and I were talking at film, and he was like, "Gosh, he was talking about how I hadn't had a varsity touchdown yet," and he manifested it, and it worked out for him. So it was super fun.
So we were showing the highlights of that last Monday, and the fumble, you're right there. You could have scooped it as well. Mm-hmm. Take us through that play. What happened?
I'm glad he got it, but Ryder Skansen, another one of our inside backers, kind of just flew through, smoked the quarterback. He coughed it up. We kind of both grabbed it sort of at the same time, and then he took off. But I'm glad he got it in the end. It was a super fun moment.
You were almost escorting him to the end zone, it seemed like.
Yeah, I looked around to see if I could throw any blocks, but yeah.
Tell us about you as a player for people that are going to see you sign tomorrow, the player that's coming up to North Dakota State. What kind of player are you?
I play fast. I play fast every play, no matter what. If we're getting punched in the mouth, if we're behind, doesn't matter. I'm playing fast. I play smart as well, I would say. I put my time in the film room, things like that. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's a super fun game. I'm out there. I'm having fun. I'm playing the game that I love. And I'm going to do everything I can to help the team out. So, yeah.
I know you committed with Coach Polisic under an idea. Now that you've had a chance and you've come up here and seen the Bison office, specifically their passing attack, does that make you even more excited to see what they have done through the air this season?
It is sweet. I mean, Cam Miller, just a crazy completion percentage. He's been super effective. And to be able to watch play and meet like Bryce Lance and Raj and all those guys. It's super cool. It's super fun to watch. I was there for the South Dakota State game,
Yeah.
so to watch Raj get that like slot fade touchdown is pretty sweet. So yeah, it's fun to watch him attack through the air as well as the run.
How big a deal is Raja Nelson in your neck of the woods? I know he's a Lakeville guy, so you probably can't give too much props to him, but how big a deal is he in your neck of the woods?
I mean, we've heard of him a couple times, so it was super fun to finally get to see him and watch him play and stuff. I was there for my official visit. I was talking to him on FaceTime the night before, just very briefly. He probably doesn't know who I am, but anywho. So yeah, he's a good player, and it's fun to watch him.
Give us, when you into the nitty gritty of this, of when Coach Polisic gets involved, about trying to sell you to come. Can you give us that backstory and what that was like?
Honestly, he didn't really have to sell it too much. It's a great school. It's a great location, and it's really just a really good program. It's a winning program. It has a great culture. So I wasn't too hard of a sell. But yeah, he does a great job, and he's awesome. So I'm super excited.
So on the flip side, when you tell him you're going to commit, what was that conversation like?
It was kind of funny. So I was there. My mom and I were just going up to visit, and my brother. My dad wasn't there, but we were headed over to look at the academics, because we had seen all the football program and we'd been to the school and stuff, but we wanted to talk to some engineering advisors and stuff like that. And so we got there, and we were talking to the coaches right before we left. We walked down the escalator, or we went down the escalator with Fargo Dome, went back out to the parking lot. We called my dad, and I was like, I don't know why I'm going to commit on the phone. So I might as well just go back and do it in person. So we hopped out of the car, went right back in the doors up the escalator, and Coach P is sitting in one of the conference rooms, and I went in and said, I want to be a Bison. So it was super fun.
What was that reaction like?
It was great. It was great. Lots of high fives, lots of hugs. All the coaches came out of their offices. It was a super good moment. So I'm just really excited about that.
Now, you mentioned tomorrow that you're not doing this alone. I mean, you got 4 or 5 other guys on your team they're going to be signing tomorrow. How special is that? I know a couple of guys are going to UND, but how special is that you guys are doing this one last thing together tomorrow?
It's super special. We've been playing not just football, but basketball, baseball, all other sports together since we were tiny. So this is kind of just one last little thing for us. We've just been so competitive throughout our youth that I think it made us all better, and put us in the positions that we're in now with the opportunities that we have. So it's super exciting.
So we had Chuck and Michael both on the show. Both those guys, their teammates, are going to UND. So when they announce, what's that conversation like, that, okay, you guys are going to be in Grand Forks and you and Jacob are going to be in Fargo?
It's gonna be a nice little rivalry, but it kind of has been since all the recruiting process. So it'll be fun. We're still good friends. So, but yeah.
The play out of this, and I think we talked about this in May. Did it ever get overwhelming? You're every day, your phone's blowing. I'm sure you're getting a message or a DM. Just can you take us inside of what the actual recruiting process is like?
It's a lot of Twitter, or a lot of X now, I guess, but it is a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot for my parents and stuff too. But it's super fun at the end of the day. And these coaches are all just great people. It's super fun to make connections with a bunch of different schools throughout the recruiting process. And it's nice to know that the work that you've put in throughout your high school career and stuff is starting to pay off, and people notice you and stuff like that. So it's fun. It is very time consuming, but it's definitely worth it. And it's awesome.
I know you got to get back to class. Off of that, have you decided on a major? What you're going to major in when you get up here?
I'm leaning towards mechanical engineering. I'm a big science math guy. My brother is as well. He's studying mechanical at Iowa State. He's a
Okay.
sophomore there. So yeah, I'm a big science math. Love it, and that's what I'm leaning towards right now.
It's great to see you. Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll talk to you when you get up here pretty soon, okay?
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Dylan Vokal from Maple Grove High School, who will be signing tomorrow with the NDSU for the class of 2025. Dylan made his verbal commitment in May, won a state championship just a couple weeks ago, and now he'll be a member of the class of 2025. We'll have full coverage on National Signing Day tomorrow on Dylan and a bunch of other guys, including Walker Broughton will join us tomorrow. West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn standout, the North Dakota 9-man player of the year. Been a pretty good run of North Dakota 9-man guys who are playing Division I football. Walker's going to be the next there. He'll join us also coming up on our show tomorrow. We'll take our final break. We'll come back. We'll get caught up in a couple of emails, get you ready. We got a big night of local TV sports. Get you all the intel on that. Hot Mic wraps right after this on WDAY Extra, KSFL TV, and Inforum.com.